Hello, everyone, and welcome to another exciting journey of discovery. Today, I'm going to explore one of the greatest mysteries on our planet, that is the ocean. When people think about exploration, they often imagine astronauts traveling into space or scientists discovering distant planets. But did you know that one of the biggest unexplored worlds is not above us, but beneath us? The ocean covers more than 70% of our Earth's surface, yet scientists estimate that more than 80% of it has never been fully explored or mapped. Imagine living in a huge house where you have only visited one or two rooms. That is very similar to our relationships with the ocean. We know it is there, but we still know very little about what lies in its deepest parts. The ocean is much more than a large body of water. It controls Earth's climate, produces much of the oxygen we breathe, provides food for billions of people, and supports millions of different species. Every day, the ocean quietly works to make life on the Earth possible. As technology improves, the scientists continue to discover amazing creatures that no one has ever seen before. Some animals glow in the dark, others survive under enormous pressure where sunlight never reaches. There are underwater mountains taller than many mountains on the land, rivers flowing beneath the sea, and the strange sounds that scientists are still trying to understand. One of the most fascinating facts is that we know more about the surface of the moon than we do about the deepest parts of our own oceans. Space exploration receives much attention, but our own planet still hides incredible secrets waiting to be discovered. The ocean is also a place of inspiration. It teaches us that there is always more to learn. Every discovery reminds us that nature is far more creative and complex than we often imagine. Throughout this video, we will uncover 20 weird ocean facts that may completely change the way you think about our blue planet. Some facts may sound unbelievable, but they are supported by the scientific research. Others remain mysteries that scientists continue to investigate. Along the way, we will also discuss famous controversies, answer common questions, and discover why protecting the ocean is important for the future of humanity. So sit back, relax, and prepare yourself for one of the most fascinating journeys into the hidden world beneath the waves. Our first surprising fact is that the ocean actually contains more mountains than all the continents combined. Most people think of famous mountain ranges like the Himalayas or the Andes. However, hidden beneath the ocean is the mid-ocean ridge, a massive underwater mountain chain that stretches for about 65,000 kilometers. It is the longest mountain range on the earth, even though most people have never seen it because it lies beneath the sea. These underwater mountains were formed by moving tectonic plates over millions of years. They continue to grow today as molten rock rises from the deep inside Earth. This means our planet is still changing beneath the oceans every day. Our second weird fact is that underwater waterfalls actually exist. At first, this sounds impossible. After all, how can water fall through the water? The answer lies in the differences in the temperature and the salt concentration. In places like the Denmark Strait, cold and dense water sinks beneath warmer water, creating a massive underwater waterfall. It is the largest waterfall on the earth, even though it cannot be seen from the surface. Our third fact takes us into history. Scientists estimate that there may be more than 3 million shipwrecks resting on the ocean floor. Some are thousands of years old. These Shipwrecks tell stories of ancient civilizations, explorers, pirates, merchants, and naval battles. Many remain undiscovered because the ocean is so fast. Some shipwrecks have become underwater museums, while others have transformed into artificial reefs where fish and coral now live. Nature has turned these lost ships into new homes for the marine life. Our fourth fact reminds us that the ocean still hides many surprises. Even today, researchers continue discovering underwater volcanoes, hidden valleys, giant canyons, and entire mountain ranges that were previously unknown. Every expedition adds another small piece to the puzzle of our planet. These discoveries remind us that exploration is far from over. Even with the satellites, submarines, and advanced technology, there is still an enormous amount waiting to be discovered beneath the waves. The ocean constantly teaches us humility. The more we learn, the more we realize how much remains unknown. The deeper scientists explore, the stranger life becomes. Our fifth weird ocean fact is that many deep sea animals produces their own light. This natural ability is called bioluminescence. Imagine swimming through complete darkness and suddenly seeing glowing blue, green, or even red lights moving around you. That is exactly what happens deep beneath the ocean's surface. Animals like anglerfish, lanternfish, jellyfish, and comb jellies use light to attract food, communicate with each other, confuse the predators, or hide from the danger. Scientists are still learning how these amazing biological lights work. Our sixth fact is that the deep ocean is extremely cold. Although the surface of the tropical oceans may feel warm, temperatures thousands of meters below often remain close to freezing, usually between 2 and 4 degrees Celsius. Despite these harsh conditions, life continues to thrive. Animals living there have adapted over millions of years to survive crushing pressure, freezing temperatures, and total darkness. Our seventh fact introduces one of the most fascinating creatures in the ocean, the so-called immortal jellyfish. This tiny jellyfish called Turritopsis doherni has an extraordinary ability. Instead of simply dying after becoming an adult, it can sometimes return to an earlier stage of its life cycle when conditions become stressful. Scientists are studying this process because it may help us better understand aging and cell regeneration. It doesn't mean the jellyfish can never die, but its life cycle is unlike almost any other known animal. Our eighth weird fact is that many ocean animals are almost completely transparent. Glass squid, transparent shrimp, larval fish, and several jellyfish have nearly invisible bodies. This helps them avoid the predators because it is difficult to see them in the open ocean. Transparency is one of the nature's clever survival strategies. Instead of fighting enemies, these animals simplify, become nearly invisible. The incredible diversity of the marine life shows us how adaptable nature can be. Every strange creature has evolved unique solutions to survive in the environments that would be impossible for the humans without advanced technology. Scientists estimate that millions of ocean species may still remain undiscovered. Every expedition into the deep sea has the potential to reveal animals that no human has ever seen before. The ocean reminds us that curiosity is one of humanity's greatest strengths. Every question leads to another discovery, and every discovery opens the door to even more mysteries. In the next part, we will uncover even more incredible facts, including how the ocean helps produce the oxygen we breathe, why blue whales are the loudest animals on the earth, why octopuses have three herbs, and how some sharks are older than the trees themselves. These remarkable facts reveals just how extraordinary our oceans truly are. When most people think about the off-season, they immediately think of forests full of green trees. Trees are certainly important, but they are not the only source of the oxygen we breathe. One of the biggest surprises is that the ocean plays an enormous role in keeping our atmosphere healthy. Our ninth weird ocean fact is that tiny marine organisms called phytoplankton produces a large share of Earth's oxygen. These microscopic plants float near the ocean surface using sunlight to perform photosynthesis. During this process, they absorb carbon dioxide and release oxygen into the atmosphere. Although exact estimates vary, scientists agree that the oceans contribute a substantial portion of the oxygen that supports the life on the earth. This means every second we breathe, you take is connected in some way to the health of the ocean. It is amazing to think that creatures too small to see with the naked eye help make life possible for billions of people. Our 10th fact introduces the largest animal ever known to exist, the blue whale. Blue whales can grow to nearly 30 meters long and weigh more than 150 tons. Despite their enormous size, they mostly feed on the tiny shrimp-like animals called krill. What makes blue whales even more remarkable is their voices. Their calls are among the loudest sounds produced by any animal. These deep, low-frequency sounds can travel hundreds of kilometers through seawater under the right conditions. Scientists believe whales use these sounds to communicate, locate one another, and possibly navigate across the vast oceans. Our 11th weird fact is about the incredible octopus. Unlike humans, octopuses have three hearts. Two hearts pump blood to the gills where oxygen is collected, while the third pumps oxygen-rich blood throughout the rest of the body. Interestingly, when an octopus swims, the main heart works less efficiently, which is one reason these intelligent animals often prefer crawling rather than long distance swimming. Octopuses are also famous for their problem solving skills. They can open jars, solve puzzles, escape from aquariums, and even recognize individual humans in some due studies. Our 12th fact takes us back in the time. The Greenland shark is one of the longest living vertebrates known. Some individuals are estimated to live for several centuries, with ages possibly exceeding 400 years. That means some of these sharks were already alive long before many famous historical events took place. These slow-moving sharks live in the cold waters of the Arctic and North Atlantic Oceans. Their extremely slow growth and metabolism may contribute to their remarkable lifespan. These four facts shows us something truly inspiring. Nature has developed countless ways to survive and thrive. Tiny plankton produces oxygen. Giant whales communicate across oceans. Octopuses demonstrate intelligence, and ancient sharks quietly witness centuries of Earth's history. Every discovery reminds us that the ocean is not only beautiful, it is essential to the life itself. Now let us dive even deeper into the ocean, where crushing pressure, complete darkness, and unbelievable life forms challenge everything we thought we knew about the survival. As we descend deeper into the ocean, sunlight slowly disappears. Eventually, the complete darkness surrounds everything. The pressure becomes so intense that it would instantly crush an unprotected human. Yet, even in these extreme conditions, life continues to flourish. Our 13th weird ocean fact is about the Mariana Trench, the deepest known place in the Earth's ocean. The deepest part, called the Challenger Deep, reaches nearly 11 kilometers below the sea level. To understand how deep that is, imagine placing Mount Everest, the tallest mountain on the earth, upside down inside the trench. Even then, its peak would still remain below the ocean's surface. Only a small number of people have ever reached this incredible depth because the pressure is more than 1,000 times greater than the pressure at sea level. Our 14th fact introduces one of nature's greatest surprises, hydrothermal vents. These vents releases extremely hot, mineral-rich water from beneath the Earth's crust. Temperatures can exceed 350 degrees Celsius, yet the surrounding seawater prevents the water from boiling due to the immense pressure. Scientists once believed that sunlight was essential for all ecosystems. However, hydrothermal vents proved otherwise. Entire communities of tube worms, shrimp, crabs, and bacteria survive within sunlight by using chemicals from the vents in a process called chemosynthesis. This discovery completely changed our understanding of how the life can exist and even influenced the search for life on other planets and the moons. Our 15th weird fact is that there are actually the lakes beneath the ocean. These underwater lakes are known as brine pools. They contain water that is much saltier and denser than the surrounding seawater, creating clear boundaries that look remarkably like lands on the lake. Animals entering these pools often cannot survive because of the extreme salt concentration, making them one of the strangest environments on the earth. Our 16th fact introduces the giants of the deep sea. Many people have heard stories about the giant squids, but they are real. These mysterious animals can grow several meters long and have enormous eyes that help them detect movement in the complete darkness. Another fascinating creature is the giant isopod, a deep sea relative of small garden pale birds. It can grow larger than a football and survive for long periods without food by slowing its metabolism. These unusual animals remind us that the deep sea life follows very different rules from the life on the land. The deeper scientists explore, the more extraordinary nature becomes. Every expedition reveals organisms that challenges our understanding of biology, evolution, and survival. Perhaps the greatest lesson is life is incredibly adaptable. Even in the places once thought impossible for living organisms, nature finds a way. We have explored the deepest parts of the ocean. Next, we will discover powerful rock waves, underwater volcanoes, unusual sea cucumbers, and why scientists continue finding entirely new marine species every single year. Even after the centuries of exploration, the ocean continues to surprise scientists almost every year. Our 17th weird ocean fact is about the rock waves. For many years, the sailors told stories about the enormous waves appearing without warning. Some people dismissed these stories as myths or exaggerations. However, the modern instruments have confirmed that rock waves are real. These giant waves can suddenly rise much higher than the surrounding waves due to the interaction of the wind currents and the wave patterns. They can pose serious risk to the ships and offshore structures. Although the scientists now understand some of the conditions that create rock waves, predicting exactly when and where they will occur remains difficult. Our 18th fact reveals that most of Earth's volcanic activity happens underwater. Thousands of underwater volcanoes exist across the ocean floor. Some remain dormant for thousands of years, while others continue erupting today. These volcanoes help form new ocean crust, create islands, and support unique ecosystems around the hydrothermal vents. Without underwater volcanoes, Earth's surface would look very different. Our 19th weird fact introduces one of the ocean's most unusual animals, the sea cucumber. Although it looks harmless, some sea cucumbers have an extraordinary defense mechanism. When threatened, certain species can expel sticky internal organs through their rear end to distract predators. Later, these organs regenerate over the time. This remarkable ability demonstrates how evolution has produced survival strategies that seems almost unbelievable. Our 20th and final weird fact is perhaps the most exciting. Scientists discovered hundreds of new marine species every year. These discoveries include the fish, corals, jellyfish, crustaceans, worms, and microscopic organisms. Some species are found in the deep trenches, while others are discovered in the coral reefs or underwater caves. Each new discovery helps scientists better understand how ecosystems function and how the marine life has evolved over millions of years. Yet, experts believe that millions of ocean species may still remain unknown. Imagine how many extraordinary creatures are waiting to be discovered somewhere beneath the waves. Every scientific expedition reminds us that our planet still holds incredible mysteries. These discoveries also highlight the importance of protecting the ocean. Pollution, climate change, and habitat destruction threaten many marine ecosystems before scientists even have the chance to study them. By protecting the ocean, we are not only preserving the wildlife, we are protecting the future discoveries that may benefit medicine, technology, and our understanding of life itself. The ocean continues teaching us one simple lesson: curiosity never ends. In the next section, we will move beyond established facts and explore some of the ocean's greatest mysteries, including strange underwater sounds, unexplained discoveries, famous anomalies, and the fascinating questions that scientists are still trying to answer. So far, we have explored fascinating ocean facts that scientists understand reasonably well. Now, let's move into a different world, the world of mysteries. The ocean has always inspired stories, legends, and unanswered questions. Even today, researchers continue investigating strange events that cannot always be explained immediately. While many mysteries eventually receive scientific explanations, others remain open questions because there is still not enough evidences. One of the most famous ocean mysteries is the Bloop. In 1997, the scientists using underwater microphones recorded an extremely powerful low-frequency sound in the Pacific Ocean. The sound was so loud that it was detected thousands of kilometers away. At first, some people wondered whether the sound came from an unknown giant sea creature. News reports and documentaries fueled public imagination, leading to many exciting theories. However, after years of research, the scientists concluded that the sound most likely came from large icebergs cracking and moving in the Antarctica. This explanation matches many similar sounds recorded in the polar regions. Although the mystery has a strong scientific explanation, it remains one of the most famous examples of how quickly unusual discoveries can capture the world's attention. Another fascinating mystery is the Baltic Sea anomaly. In 2011, explorers using sonar discovered an unusual object on the floor of the Baltic Sea. Because of its circular appearance, some people compare it to a spaceship or an ancient artificial structure. Scientists have suggested more ordinary explanations. Many geologists believe it is likely a natural rock formation shaped by the glaciers during the Ice Age. However, because complete scientific investigations are difficult and expensive, the object continues to attract curiosity. The ocean also produces many strange underwater sounds. Whales, earthquakes, underwater volcanoes, moving ice, shifting the tectonic plates, and human activities all create unique sounds beneath the sea. Sometimes the researchers record noises that requires years of study before their sources are being identified. Another mystery involves lost shipwrecks and the aircraft. Even with the modern satellites and advanced sonar, many famous ships and airplanes have never been located. The ocean is enormous, and searching thousands of square kilometers at great depth is an extremely difficult task. These mysteries teaches us an important lesson. Not every unanswered question requires a supernatural explanation. Science often begins with the curiosity. A mystery encourages researchers to collect evidences, test ideas, and improve technology until answers become clearer. Some mysteries disappear with new discoveries, while others continue challenging scientists for decades. The ocean reminds us that asking questions is one of the greatest strengths of human civilization. To solve these mysteries, scientists depend on incredible technology. In the next part, we will discover the advanced tools that allows humans to explore one of the most difficult environments on the earth. Exploring the deep ocean is one of the humanity's greatest engineering challenges. Unlike space, where astronauts mainly face a lack of air and extreme temperatures, the deep ocean adds another powerful obstacle: immense pressure. Just 1 kilometer below the surface, water pressure becomes incredibly strong. At the deepest parts of the ocean, the pressure is so great that ordinary submarines would collapse instantly. That is why the scientists have developed a specialized technology to safely explore these hidden environments. One of the most important tools is the deep sea submersible. These small underwater vehicles are built with extremely strong materials such as titanium and specially designed pressure resistant spheres. Only a few people can fit inside, but these submarines allow researchers to observe deep sea life directly. Another important technology is the ROV or remotely operated vehicle. Unlike manned submarines, ROVs are controlled from ships on the surface. They carry powerful cameras, robotic arms, lights, and scientific instruments. Since they do not carry people, they can often remain underwater for much longer periods and explore places that are too dangerous for the humans. Scientists also use autonomous underwater vehicles called AUVs. These robots operate without direct control from the surface. They follow computer instructions, map the ocean floor, measure temperature, collect environmental data, and search areas that would take humans months to explore. Another essential technology is the sonar mapping. Because sunlight cannot reach deep underwater, cameras alone cannot create detailed maps. Instead, scientists use sound waves. Sonar sends sound pulses towards the ocean floor and measures how long they take to return. Computers then build detailed images of underwater mountains, valleys, trenches, and shipwrecks. Today, artificial intelligence is becoming an important partner in the ocean research. AI systems analyze millions of images collected during underwater missions. They can identify marine species, detect pollution, recognize coral health, and even discover unusual patterns that humans might overlook. Scientists also plays a major role, although they cannot see the deep ocean directly. They measure challenge changes in the sea level, ocean temperatures, currents, and weather patterns. This information helps scientists understand climate change, storms, and marine ecosystems. Technology continues improving every year. Many experts believe that future robots, AI systems, and advanced submarines will help us map almost the entire ocean during this century. Every new invention brings humanity one step closer to understanding our own planet. As technology reveals more information, it also raises difficult questions. Some famous ocean stories continue dividing public opinion. Let's now examine several popular controversies and see what science says about them. The ocean has inspired countless books, documentaries, movies, and legends. Some are based on the scientific discoveries, while others mix facts with imagination. Understanding the differences between evidence and speculation is an important part of scientific thinking. One of the biggest controversies is the question, could the giant prehistoric shark Megalodon still be alive? Megalodon lived millions of years ago and was one of the largest predators ever known. Some television programs and internet videos claim that it still swims in the deep ocean. However, according to current scientific evidence, Megalodon became extinct millions of years ago. No verified fossils, DNA photographs, or living specimens support the idea that it survives today. Still, the mystery remains popular because people are fascinated by giant predators hidden beneath the sea. Another famous controversy is Atlantis. The ancient Greek philosophers Plato described Atlantis as a powerful civilization that disappeared beneath the sea. Some researchers believe Atlantis was inspired by real historical events, while others consider it as a philosophical story rather than an actual place. Despite many underwater discoveries, no conclusive scientific evidence has confirmed the existence of Atlantis exactly as described. Perhaps the most famous ocean mystery is the Bermuda Triangle. Stories about missing ships and aircraft have fascinated people for decades. Science investigations suggest that many incidents can be explained by storms, navigation errors, equipment failures, strong ocean currents, or human mistakes. There is no verified scientific evidence that unusual supernatural forces operate within the region. Ocean also inspires stories about the sea monsters. Throughout history, sailors described enormous creatures attacking ships. Today, scientists believe many of these reports were likely based on real animals such as giant squids, whales, or unfamiliar deep sea species observed under difficult conditions. This doesn't make the stories meaningless. Instead, they remind us that limited knowledge often leads people to create explanations using imagination. Science does not reject the curiosity. Instead, the science asks an important question. What evidence supports this idea? That question allows knowledge to grow while preventing misunderstandings. Many mysteries that once seemed impossible have eventually been explained through careful observation, better technology, and international scientific cooperation. At the same time, the scientists openly admit that many questions remain unanswered. The ocean still holds countless secrets. Keeping an open mind while respecting evidence allows us to enjoy mystery without losing the sight of reality. Now that we have explored the biggest controversies, let's answer some of the most common questions people ask about the ocean and discover what modern science currently knows. After learning about the strange creatures, underwater mountains, mysteries, sounds, and deep sea discoveries, many people ask some very interesting questions. In this section, let's answer a few of the most common ones using simple scientific explanation. The first question is, why is so much of the ocean still unexplored? The answer is simple but surprising. Exploring the deep ocean is extremely difficult. As we go deeper, the water pressure becomes enormous. At the deepest point of the Mariana Trench, the pressure is more than 1,000 times greater than the pressure we experience at the sea level. Building equipment can survive these conditions is very expensive and technically challenging. Another reason is the ocean size. Oceans cover more than 70% of the Earth's surface, making them far larger than all the land combined. Even with the modern ships, satellites, submarines, and underwater robots, it takes a tremendous amount of time and money to explore such a vast area. The second question is, why can't ordinary submarines go to the deepest parts of the ocean? The answer lies in the pressure. Every meter deeper means more water pushing against the submarine. Without spatially designed materials such as titanium alloys and pressure-resistant spheres, the submarine would collapse. That is why only a handful of specialized research vehicles have ever reached the deepest ocean trenches. Another common question is, could unknown species still exist? Most scientists believe the answer is yes. Every year, researchers discover hundreds of new marine species. Many parts of the deep sea have never been visited by the humans. It is reasonable to expect that many more organisms will remain undiscovered, especially tiny animals, deep sea fish, microorganisms, and invertebrates. The next question is, will we ever map the entire ocean? Scientists are making excellent progress. International projects are working to create detailed maps of the ocean floor using sonar, satellites, autonomous underwater vehicles, and artificial intelligence. Although complete mapping will take many years, future technology will almost certainly reveal areas that remain hidden today. Another important question is, why should we care about the ocean? The answer affects every person on the earth. Ocean regulates climate, supports fisheries, absorbs carbon dioxide, produces significant portion of Earth's oxygen, and provides resources used in the medicine, transportation, and scientific research. Protecting the ocean is not just about the protecting marine life, it is about protecting our own future. The greatest lesson is that the curiosity leads to discovery, and discovery helps humanity solve problems. Every question asked today may become tomorrow's great scientific breakthrough. Now that we have answered many common questions, let's discover the important life lessons the ocean teaches us every day. The ocean is much more than a place filled with the fascinating animals and mysterious landscapes. It is also a powerful teacher. One of the first lessons the ocean teaches us is humility. Despite all our scientific knowledge and technological achievements, we have explored only a small part of this incredible world. Every expedition reminds us that there is still so much to learn. Real knowledge begins by accepting that we do not know everything. The second lesson is curiosity. Every major scientific discovery began with someone asking a simple question. Why does this happen? What is hiding there? How does this creature survive? Curiosity encourages exploration, innovation, and education. It pushes humanity forward. The third lesson is adaptability. Deep sea creatures survive freezing temperatures, complete darkness, crushing pressure, and limited food supplies. Over millions of years, they developed remarkable ways to live in environments that once seemed impossible. This reminds us that humans can also adapt to change through learning, creativity, and perseverance. The fourth lesson is teamwork. Ocean research is never the work of one individual. Marine biologists, engineers, computer scientists, shipwreck crews, drivers, geologists, environmental experts, and many other specialists work together to make every discovery possible. Their cooperation demonstrates that great achievements often require many different skills working towards a common goal. The fifth lesson is responsibility. The ocean provides food, oxygen, transportation, and climate stability, yet it also faces serious challenges. Plastic pollution, overfishing, sorry, coral reef damage, and climate change affect marine ecosystems across the world. Every person can contribute by reducing waste, conserving resources, supporting sustainable practices, and respecting the nature. Finally, the ocean teaches us hope. Scientists continue discovering new species, restoring damaged coral reefs, reducing pollution in some regions, and developing better technologies for conservation. This success shows that positive action can create meaningful changes. When people work together with the knowledge, determination, and respect for the nature, remarkable progress becomes possible. The ocean quietly reminds us that patience, cooperation, and curiosity are among humanity's greatest strengths. Before we conclude our journey, let's take a moment to express gratitude to everyone who helps us understand and protect this extraordinary blue planet. As our journey through the mysterious ocean comes to an end, it is important to pause and appreciate the people whose dedication has expanded our understanding of the world beneath the waves. First, we express our gratitude to the scientists. Marine biologists spend years studying the ocean, animals, and ecosystems. Oceanographers investigated the currents, climate, and underwater landscapes. Geologists explored the movement of Earth's crust beneath the sea. Their work often requires patience, careful observation, and years of research before important discoveries are being made. We also thank the engineers who designed the submarines, underwater robots, sonar systems, cameras, and research vessels. Without their creativity and technical expertise, many deep sea discoveries would never have been possible. Our appreciation also goes to the explorers and the divers. Many have traveled into challenging environments to collect samples, observe marine life, and document places that few humans have ever seen. Some research missions last weeks or even months at sea, requiring tremendous dedication and teamwork. We should also thank the conservation organizations working around the world. These groups help protect coral reefs, reduce pollution, restore marine habitats, and educate communities about sustainable use of ocean resources. Their efforts benefit not only marine life but also future generations. Another important group includes teachers and educators. By sharing scientific knowledge with students, documentaries, museums, and educational programs, they inspire curiosity and encourage young people to become future researchers and innovators. Finally, we express gratitude to nature itself. The ocean has supported life on the earth for hundreds of millions of years. It continues regulating the climate, supporting biodiversity, and reminding us that our planet is an interconnected system where every ecosystem plays an important role. Gratitude also reminds us of responsibility. When we appreciate something, we are more likely to protect it. Every small action, reducing plastic waste, conserving water, supporting environmental education, or simply learning more about the marine life contributes to a healthier future. The ocean has given humanity countless gifts. Now it is our responsibility to care for it with wisdom, respect, and gratitude. Our journey is almost complete. Let's finish by reflecting on the incredible discoveries we have made and the exciting future that still awaits ocean exploration. We have reached the end of the extraordinary journey through one of the most mysterious places on the earth. During this video, we explored 20 amazing ocean facts. We learned about the underwater mountain ranges that stretches across the planet, waterfalls hidden beneath the sea, glowing fish that produces their own light, giant whales communicating across vast distances, ancient sharks living for centuries, underwater volcanoes shaping the ocean floor, mysterious sounds, and incredible creatures surviving in complete darkness. Perhaps the most surprising discovery is not any single fact. It is the realization that our own planet still contains enormous mysteries waiting to be explored. For thousands of years, humans have looked towards the stars, searching for the new worlds. At the same time, another unknown world has always existed beneath the waves. Every scientific expedition reveals something new. Every underwater robot captures images no human has seen before. Every new species discovered reminds us that the life is more diverse and creative than we once imagined. The future of ocean exploration is incredibly exciting. Artificial intelligence, autonomous underwater vehicles, improved sonar systems, advanced submarines, satellite technology, and international cooperation will help us answer many questions that remain mysteries today. Perhaps future generations will discover entirely new ecosystems. Perhaps they will find medicines hidden within marine organisms. Perhaps they will better understand climate change, Earth's history, and even the possibility of life on other worlds by studying extreme environments beneath our own oceans. The ocean also reminds us of an important truth. Knowledge grows when curiosity meets evidences. Science does not remove wonder, it increases it. The more we learn about the ocean, the more extraordinary it becomes. Finally, let us remember that protecting the ocean is everyone's responsibility. Healthy oceans mean healthy ecosystems, stable climates, abundant biodiversity, and a better future for humanity. Thank you for joining this journey into the hidden depths of our blue planet. If you enjoyed this video, continue asking questions, continue learning, and continue exploring because somewhere beneath the waves, another incredible discovery is already waiting. The ocean is not just a place on the earth, it is a reminder that the greatest discoveries often begin with a single question. Stay curious, respect nature, and never stop exploring.